Be a support alchemist with the roaming Skywrath. It could also be farming. There it is, the Centaur.
There's your initiation.
That's a game. But Lumi, I do want to talk about this middle lane because
bottom is going to be a concoction stun into a Sunstrike. First blood happens, and that goes back to exactly what Death Prophet push your tower.
Going in again. The stuns on Faith from the trees will come DD. He drops the Acid Spray as well. Now the Sunstrike straight on. They get him. Cleaned up by the Acid Spray. Real right about here, but they can't quite get the angle just yet. He's actually way behind the tower. If they just want to go straight on, it's a long dive, and the Fissure once again is on the wrong side. They can't finish the job. There's no turn yet. But with our ultimate, now top lane they go, and Lin will make his move on the low. The Sunstrike's going to follow this up, and in goes the Centaur for an easy kill. Almost inevitable, you'll give up a few kills to that, but now on the turn, they're going to Chrono and look to jump in, but YYF needs more damage. He's just not getting much. Now he tries to run, and he scatters to the south, but DDC is there to greet him. He's pretty low. Meanwhile, retreating out will be his ally, the Earthshaker. And while that's all going on, they lose the Lich. YYF still being pursued by DDC. He's pretty tanky here, but doesn't have mana, and now Yao joins the fight. This is a big kill. A Chrono, as well as the Death of the Void.
I do want to point out that the heroes don't necessarily need too much farm. I feel like one or two core items. Oh, mid lane. It's going to be a big burst. 430 melts off the face of the map.
Faith walks into the side chop, and now the stomp. Oh, it's missed, and they're still going to dive anyway. Sunstrike available. No, not even needed. These two just absolutely pack a punch. Still threaten top. And IG are worried. Stampede top, and they go. Sunstrike, as well as the Mystic Flare from the Skywrath Mage, combined power. And there's
bottom lane jump. Chrono's going to be the lead right now. He's got to be very careful. He's actually dying under that. Vision's going to come out, and there you go.
Now top they go. And they will finish off the Venomancer. So it's a
and you could argue that
Centaur ultimate, and on they go bottom again with Lin. He finds one. He's looking for the double here, and he'll find it on Faith as well. He even forces out a Chain Frost, but just not enough burst.
Speaking about Ogre Club, do you think it's going to be a BKB build coming out from Centaur? It's interesting in the sense that there's always ganks coming. It's going to be DD in a little bit of trouble. Fissure coming off cooldown 2 seconds. And that Echo Slam is going to be a lot of damage as well. He's going to use it right there. The regen, though, it's going to bring him up. The support's coming a little bit late. Sunstrike going to miss as well. And looks like Skywrath Mage, he has to back up.
DDC expected to pop the Exorcism now, but here comes Centaur. No Stampede. This is going to be a tough one to fight into, but he'll go for it anyway. He whiffs the stomp, now gets caught by a Fissure, and he might be a little bit trapped. Rabbit will join the fray as well, and LGD will be forced back. They lost their Skywrath Mage, though, to Faith on the backside while it's happening. Rabbit would be a much bigger prize, and they'll get him too. The Stampede used, but to what avail? They have no follow-up for this one. They're actually just going to retreat their way out. The only trade is that Yao will take a tower mid, but it comes to the cost of 2, and now DD gets caught. He's chronoed up. They can commit heavily for this one. The Alchemist ult will keep him alive, but only for a time, and then finally he falls to the right clicks of YYF, getting some much-needed kill gold. So they lose 3, but they do take now 2 towers mid, as Yao will finish, won't find an opening. But they're looking top jungle, and they find YYF now with a stomp and a Mystic Flare as well. There's no chance for YYF.
And they're going to try to sneak the Roshan, and the scout's going to come out from the Forge Spirit, but it seems like everybody's so far away from LGD, and the burst damage is coming out.
Stampede, is Lin going to go for it? He's heading towards the pit. He'll Stampede now, and he'll jump in, and he finds 430. The Aegis falls. Who's going to claim it? It's still on the ground. It gets denied by Lin. He gets 2. Now it's 3. LGD. What a snipe. What a snatch. And what a disaster for IG. The Aegis, the Roche, was supposed to be their comeback mechanic, but it seems to be just another out of play, but he's such a good combo, and now they're going to find more. Faith gets caught. It's another easy pickoff for Lin. He's missed a few stomps, but mid lane, there's a Chrono on Yao. He gets caught out by YYF, and they're going to commit heavily for this kill. Stampede was used, but the Fissure block is perfect. Just what the Doctor ordered for IG, and now DDC. He's been surrounded by the Death Prophet. YYF tanks a Mystic Flare, but it can't finish off the Void. He makes his way out of the fight, and in comes Rabbit. He's stealing damage. 430 might not need it to dish out his own, but he's going to jump fast to this. There's BKBs everywhere, and the Chain Frost just keeps on bouncing, but LGD don't care. Now the Sunstrike, it connects! 430 melts. And LGD march forward. What a great Sunstrike, and no attempt to juke in that moment.
Chronosphere is the only way they could initiate. The big Echo Stomp's gonna come in. Tornado, Meteor, and it's gonna come down here against IG. IG is melting for a second time, and I think this is where they lose Rax.
It's just not enough. They have nothing now. The Chain Frost has been used. The Poison Nova's down as well. Exorcism, Echo Slam. It's all been thrown at LGD, and they just tank it and keep on moving forward. They'll lurk on the tier 3 now. DD in the front lines on the Alchemist, trying to finish off the creep wave. They've thrown some Alacrity on Rabbit, Yao has, and this will allow them to finish the tier 3 quicker. The Frost Armor deployed by the Lich slows it down for a time, but Faith can't stop the onslaught. LGD keep on clubbing away, and now they go. They look for a kill. They'll find it easily with Lin. One more right click. The Alch stun comes in, but not even needed. They got the kill anyway. And now, even if IG find any kills, they've still lost the lane of Rax. And once you lose one, it gets this level of push. It wasn't the best pushing lineup earlier, but now with no tier 2s, Lumi, I think you're looking at a second lane of Rax.
Is a bad fight even necessary? Here comes Strategy. Oh, Chuan's dead.
Oh, he didn't know they had vision. He wanted
for the team. Like, if IG sees somebody out of position, it's up to him to actually make that jump.
And they're going now. LGD, they're going to force the issue here on IG, and in comes the Chrono. It's a good 1-on-2. The Mystic Flare, though, will drive my way off, and now Lin comes in once again with the stop. The BKBs, LGD march forward. Rabbit and Lin driving IG back. They haven't actually finished up the Rax here, though. The tier 3 is still defended for now, and maybe LGD decides to back off. They forced out the Chrono, as well as the Death Prophet ultimate. Force staff into a stomp attempted by Lin. It's not going to connect, but still he gets off the double edge, and they don't even need it. That's the gem. The Courier snags it and makes an Exorcism, also cooling down for 30. And LGD are finding the right time while Lin looks for 2. He gets the stop, but 430 will dodge it. Disjoints it nicely with the BKB, and now retreats. Unfortunately, even with the BKB being popped, he's got no answer for this jump. They'll lose their second lane of Rax. LGD just wiping IG's base off the map, and now they could try and go. They have a Chrono ready, Exorcism in 5, but oh, now he's going to test that theory. Pops the ultimate and starts working on the tower. They'll try and buy some time here, but now the Centaur goes in. He stops one. It's a nice Chronosphere, but the follow-up simply isn't there. Rabbit's still very healthy through this, and now the Alch stun comes, and Rabbit just charges forward. He's hurting them back, now finishing off one, working on 430. Even the Death Prophet can't fight. Normally she loves it when you're in her face, but it's GG. IG just didn't have it. LGD come out hot, and they're on the verge of knocking the last defending champions out of the tournament. If IG lose here, nobody will have won 2 tiers.